Welcome back. This is John Locke, and today, the name of today's video is the things that really matter in SEO and the things that don't matter as much as what you think they do. And the subtitle of today's video is you cannot technically optimize your way to a #1 ranking if you don't have the right content. Now, we've talked about this in the past with other videos where we've talked about different factors, general factors. You can put them in big categories and just things that matter the most. But I want to reiterate this because this is a thing that I still see people trying to do SEO in certain ways. It's super important to keep it in mind that the most important thing that you're looking at is the content on the page. Does it match what people want to see, what people expect to see when they type in that search phrase? If you do not have this factor right, it's going to be incredibly hard or impossible, I'll just say it, impossible to rank. You must have the right content on the page. And let's say that you have a keyword and what Google is currently ranking in the top 10. If you look at page 1 of Google, most of the results are an e-commerce page or they're selling products, then that's what you got to have too. If you look at most of the results on page 1 for your keyword and it's a 5,000 word article with 5 or 6 distinct sections that talk about specific things in each of maybe like 8, 9 of the top 10 articles each have this, and that's something that you need to do too. If what people see on that page is a video and it has a summary of it, let's say that like 7 out of the top 10 results have that, then that's what you need to have too. These are not things that are like black magic or it's just science. Look at what Google is actually ranking. I'll add to this as well. You can't simply add your keyword phrase to your title tag and the headline, the H1 of your page, and expect to rank for what you want to rank. You need to do more than that. You need to actually match the content that people are trying to find, the goal that they're trying to complete. What are they trying to do? You need to have that. The second thing that you need to have on this list is the right types of links. Now, when we talk about backlinks and link building and all these sorts of things, or getting links, what we're really talking about is getting hyperlinks, getting other websites outside of your own to link to you. And if it's sites within your industry that are linking to you, other types of sites that are the same category as you, they are talking about the same things as what your site is, that's good. If you can get links from other news sites, news stories, if you get like the New York Times or you get the Washington Post or you get your local newspaper or your local business journal to do a write-up on your company, then that's probably going to be good too. And add into that as well, you need to have profiles on third-party platforms where Google expects to see you, where other people in your specific industry, the specific thing that you do, where other people have profiles. For example, if you're a contractor, you'd want to have profiles on Yelp, House, Blue Book, Home Advisor. For the most part, like Google is expecting to see other businesses like yours on those platforms. So when we're talking about links, these are all things that we're talking about. That's the second most important thing. Third most important thing, have a website that does not suck to look at. It doesn't suck to use. User-friendly, mobile-friendly, and it looks good. The reason why I'm saying this, Google really does use real user signals. It looks at more than just the words or the images on the page. It actually looks at how people react to using that website, or how do people take in that page. It uses real user signals. They do not use Google Analytics. I've said this before. Half the sites in the world do not use Google Analytics. So they use real user signals, quite possibly from one of the properties that they own, hint, hint. But if you have a good looking site, it tends to rise to the top over time. And the sites that are old and outdated or just not all that well designed, they tend to go down in the rankings over time, more times than not. Why could that be? It's because they're using real user signals. It's the only conclusion that you can really draw from that. Then after all those things, then you should look at the technical aspects of your website. So all the things that you're looking at, if you get messages in Google Search Console, yes, you can do that. We did a video on fixing those little messages that you get in Search Console. It's not going to do a whole lot for you. It's just a nice to have. All these other things that I mentioned up to now, the 3 legs of the table with SEO, content, links, and UX, those things are going to be more important. But if you want to do all those little things like fixing the speed of your site, that's definitely important. You don't want to have a slow site. It needs to be at least as fast as your competitors. But if you could have the most blazing fast site, but if you had the wrong content on the pages that you're trying to rank for, you say you're trying to rank these different pages, you could have the most blazing fast site, but if you have the wrong content or the wrong task completion on that page, Google's not going to rank you where you want to be ranked. You're not going to rank on page 1. So optimize that speed, but do it after all these other things. Because if you don't have those in place, you're not going to rank. It's really that simple. The reason why I'm making this video, I just keep seeing, and it's not even dozens, it's probably like hundreds of people that still focus on these little things, the things that are easy to fix. You know, fixing the speed is usually not that hard. If you get on a decent host, you know, you're not paying like $5 a month to HostGator or something like that, you're going to have decent speed. If you do these other things to make the thing fast, but that alone is not going to get you where you want to get to. People are going to ask, when you talk about technical stuff, are you talking about 404s and 301s and site architecture and siloing and stuff like this? Quite honestly, the siloing doesn't matter as much as you think it does, especially not now. We've talked about this in a couple of videos too. That's something that started with Neil Patel. A lot of people picked up on it, but that is old information. Google really primarily looks at the information on the page. That is the biggest thing that it's really looking at. You're talking about 301s, I put that in links. If you're talking about building links, then 301 is basically link reclamation. So if you have 404s, or if you have pages that are broken, they have broken links from outside places, if you're doing 301s, that's basically link reclamation. You can put that under links, and yes, that's very, very important. But a lot of these other things as well, they are important too, like schema data, all these structured data, all these different things. They're nice to haves. If you get all these other things right, then definitely go in and add those. But if you just add them by themselves, it's not going to make as much of a difference as you might think. So I just want to reiterate, you cannot technically optimize your way to a #1 ranking if you don't have the right content. If you don't have links, you're not going to rank. You still need links. That's going to be that way for quite a long time. It's a sign of authority, expertise, authority, trustworthiness. A lot of it boils down to links. Sorry. And you need to have a good looking site. You can't have a site that, is a DIY or it looks like, garbage. I'm sorry, a good looking site is a sign of professionalism, and that's an E in the EAT. It is in the quality rater guidelines. Was this site put together with a high level of expertise and skill? Go read it. Anyway, my name is John Locke. My business is Lockdown Design and SEO. And I encourage you always strive to do the things which are difficult, not the things that are easy, and you will win at SEO. If you have a question that you'd like to see answered, put it in comments below, answer it, be happy to. I hope everyone is staying safe, healthy, washing your hands, those sorts of things. And I will be here tomorrow. Peace.